John Lester's on the hill for Game 4 of this 4-game series between the Red Sox and the Kansas City Royals. John Lester ready to go in day baseball from Fenway Park. It's the Red Sox and Royals in the last game of the series. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox baseball. Well, the Red Sox hoping to gain a split in this 4-game series, and they send John Lester the hill. He has been outstanding. After a slow start in April, May has been terrific, and it's kind of been a recurring theme for John Lester. Lester, in this stretch right now, goes back even further. He's 5-0 within his last 7 starts with a 1.48 ERA. Last year in May, Lester was 3-3. He is now 9-4 all-time in the month. He's 3-1 in his career against Kansas City with an ERA of 1.20. Here at Fenway Park against the Royals, he's 3-0. And in 25 innings is not allowed to run, and has allowed only 5 hits. We asked John, what's different about May?
Nothing's changed. My pitches haven't changed. It's just going out there and executing pitches, and that's the biggest thing, and we're able to do that, and then you get a little bit of that confidence, you're able to get on a run, and obviously pitch a little bit better.
We welcome in Jerry Remy. And Jerry, lately for the Red Sox, the defense has been very good.
Well, last night was a great example of what the Red Sox were talking about in the offseason, pitching and defense, and it was really on display here at Fenway Park. Early in the ballgame last night, a double play with Clay Buchholz pitching, tremendous play by Adrian Beltre, tremendous turn at second base by Dustin Pedroia. Later on in the ballgame, Pedroia taking a base hit away from David DeJesus with that diving play, recording the out at first base, and it was just beautiful to watch last night. You had the great pitching from Buchholz, you had the great defense from the Red Sox infield, and that's what they kind of highlighted in the offseason. You're not going to win every game by scoring 10 runs. You've got to win those close games, and last night was a great example of how they do that.
Trying to keep it going today against the former Red Sox pitcher, Bruce Chen's on the mound. It's his 11th appearance, but his first start of the season. The first pitch is coming your way next. Southwest Airlines, your New England Subaru dealers, Dunkin' Donuts, your New England Ford dealers, and by Olympia Sports, the official sporting goods retailer of the New England Sports Network. Great shots on New Hampshire Day here from Fenway Park. And a beautiful day it is here at Fenway. The Red Sox and Kansas City Royals on this Sunday afternoon as the Red Sox take the field this afternoon. And as they do on this New Hampshire Day, it's Junior Announcer Day as well. Here's the Royals starting 9.
Thanks, Don. Hi, I'm Pierre Christie of Durham, New Hampshire. Leading off for Kansas City in left field, Willie Bloomquist. At second base, Mike Aviles. In right field, Mr. David DeJesus. First baseman, Billy Butler. The DH, Jose Guillen. At third base, Alberto Teospo. The catcher, Mr. Brian Pena. The shortstop, Unias D. Benacourt. And batting ninth in center field, Mitch Meyer.
On the mound today for the Red Sox, the left-hander John Lester. His 11th start of the year, 5-2 record, 3.15 earned run average. 65 2/3 innings already logged in 2010, and the opponent is hitting at under 200 against Lester at just 198. Last time out, a victory against Tampa Bay was in St. Petersburg, part of the sweep for the Red Sox. 6 innings, just 1 hit, no runs. He did walk 5 in that outing, but he struck out 9 as part of his victory against the Rays.
The Red Sox defense is 4th in the league. They've made 28 errors in 51 games. Adrian Beltre will be at third base. Marco Scudero, the shortstop. Bill Hall is second, and Kevin Youkilis is first. Left to right, Darnell McDonald, Mike Cameron, and J.D. Drew. And Jason Veritek doing the catching for John Lester.
Rob Drake has the play calling the balls and strikes today with the crew chief Joe West at first base. Angel Hernandez is at second base, and Paul Schreiber is the third base umpire today. They're available. This telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas tardes, amigos.
John Lester ready to work here today. Red Sox and Royals wearing Memorial Day white hats today. Strike one, and we're underway. Tito looks good in the white hat. I don't think we've seen these before.
No, that's the first time we've seen the white hats.
And there for a strike, and it is 0-2. Ned Yost looks good in his. Usually see him July 4th, Memorial Day, but the white part of it is a little bit different. Willie Bloomquist, his first appearance of the series. Veritek tried to frame it on that outside corner, but it's ball 1-1-2. Bloomquist, the former Seattle Mariner, 191 average with a home run and 6 runs batted in. In the dirt, and it's 2-2. Red Sox able to win last night's ball game after dropping the first 2 of this 4-game series against Kansas City. Just a 1-0 victory last night. Clay Buchholz the winner. Jonathan Papelbon secured the save. Red Sox able to beat American League Cy Young Award winner Zach Greinke last year. Lester wanted that corner again and very close again.
Yeah, I thought he had the outside corner on a fastball, but not called by Rob Drake, the home plate umpire.
Up top ends up walking him. They checked with West and he didn't go. So he was ahead 0-2, but Bloomquist works the walk. I mentioned 5 walks last time out for John Lester. Lead runner on, and it brings up Mike Aviles, the second baseman, who hits at .337 so far in the year. 2 home runs and 5 runs batted in. Got a 5-game hitting streak heading into today's action. As he takes strike one from Lester. In fact, he's hit safely in 19 of his last 22 games since being recalled from AAA Omaha. He called up on May the 3rd. Last year he actually had Tommy John surgery. Hit 183 in 36 games. There's a fly ball center field. Cameron now coming in to make the catch for the first out of the inning. As I mentioned, very comfortable conditions here today at Fenway Park. Lots of sunshine, 78 degrees. Breeze out to right at 12 miles per hour. There are some clouds up there today. Mentioned the victory here last night for Clay Buchholz. 7 shutout innings, giving up 4 hits, walked 4, struck out 4, and picked up his 7th victory of the year. That ties him for the most in the American League, along with David Price of the Tampa Bay Rays, who also has 7 wins. There's David DeJesus. We take strike one. He's had a terrific series. He hits at 292, 4 home runs, and 19 runs batted in. He's got an 11-game hitting streak heading into tonight's action.
Has had some problems against John Lester. 1 for 12 against Lester in his career.
There goes the runner at first. A swing and a miss. Throw down is a good one, and out at second base is Bloomquist. Jason Varitek guns down Bloomquist, 2 down.
Well, you can't make a better throw than what Jason Varitek made right there. Watch where this ends up, right on the bag. The swing, the miss, the throw, right on the money. All Scudero has to do is catch it and apply the tag.
Well, he's got the gear going today. I'm sure he'll be auctioning off. Does on a lot of the holidays. And, of course, the Red Sox are off tomorrow. We've seen it in the past on Mother's Day and, of course, July 4th for Jason Varitek. 2 down here in the first inning. DeJesus swung at the last pitch, so it's 0-2. Wow. A couple steps towards the dugout. And where was that?
That's that cut fastball right now that's being mastered by John Lester against left-handed hitters. It cut and hit the inside corner, but not called by Rob Drake. Maybe the cutter fooled him.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. DeJesus strikes out. Gone are the Royals in the first. The Red Sox are coming up. Back at Fenway Park as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Hello to Reno in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, here at Fenway Park today in the Ware River Club, Ware, Massachusetts. They love the Rem Dog as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Marco Scudero leading it off against Bruce Chen. Comes in at 1-0. All of his appearances prior to today out of the bullpen. 10 games, 2.89 ERA. Opponent sitting at 200 against the lefty. As Marco Scudero takes a pitch up, and it's 2-0.
Certainly not overpowering. 85 with the fastball. Going to be thinking up the middle opposite field for those right-handed hitters.
Gilmesh returning to the disabled list for the second time this year, so that necessitated the start for Chen, a spot start. He signed with the Royals as a minor league free agent. Second straight offseason that he's done that. 32-year-old from Panama. There's a strike, and it's 2-2. He was called up from AAA Omaha on April 23rd and put in the bullpen. 1.31 ERA since coming up. This is lying down the left field line towards the corner to one-hop the wall. Scudero to second base with a double to start the bottom of the first inning.
Well, Scudero had been slumping, but now on a 4-game hitting streak. He jumps on this high fastball from Chen and shoots it down to the left field corner at the 310 mark. In that 4-game span, now he is 6 for his last 13.
Marco Scudero safe at second and safe and secure. New York Life. At second base, nobody out. Darnell McDonald standing in, batting out of the 2 spot today. And getting the start in left field. Dropping the bunt down the third baseline. It's gathered by Callaspo in the throw-in time. 1 out, Scudero at third. It's New Hampshire Day and Junior Announcer Day. Starting lineup brought to you by New England Chevy Dealers.
Thanks, son. Hi, I'm Andy McQuaid in Durham, New Hampshire. Leading off for the Red Sox at shortstop, Mr. Marco Scudero. At left field, Darnell McDonald. The DH, Mr. David Ortiz. First baseman, Kevin Youkilis. At third base, Adrian Beltre. Playing right field, J.D. Jew. The catcher, Mr. Jason Varitek. At second base, Bill Hall. And batting ninth in the center field, Mike Cameron.
One out, a runner at third base. As David Ortiz stands in on the left side, full shift on, but they are in. I think I've seen this where they brought the entire infield in, all on the right side.
Well, early in the ball game too, and that's out of respect for John Lester. They know how tough it is to score runs. They're trying to cut down runs early in the ball game.
One-0 is fouled off to the left, and it's a ball and a strike. David up to 10 home runs, 28 runs batted in, at a .267 average. Bruce Chen is 3-5 in his career with a 4.84 earned run average. He had 14 appearances against Boston. He had started some games for the Orioles a couple of years back. He was briefly a member of the Red Sox back in 2003. He was 0-1 in 5 games, 2 starts at the end of the 03 campaign. 1-2 lifetime here at Fenway Park. As he misses away to Ortiz, 3-1.
Drops down a little bit more to the side on that last pitch to Ortiz to run the count to 3-2. I should say 3-1.
7-gamer for David Ortiz at .360 heading into today. And there's ball 4. Ortiz down to first base.
The Royals defense is 12th in the league, 36 errors on the season. Alberto Callaspo at third base, Yuneski Betancourt the shortstop, Mike Aviles at second, and Billy Butler at first. Left to right, Willie Bloomquist, Mitch Meyer, and David DeJesus. Brian Pena doing the catching for Chen.
1 out, first and third, and here is Kevin Youkilis. Nicholas takes strike one over the outside corner. Nicholas had last night off, back in there today. 305 average, 10 home runs, and 29 runs batted in. Tried to hold up and did. Nicholas walking twice on Friday night. Major League best 31 walks in the month of May. Tied with Ted Williams back in 1947 for the second highest total in Red Sox history. Williams also holds the club record for walks in May with 34 in 1946. This one is fouled off. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Nicholas also leads the majors with a .540 on base percentage this month. Scudero at third, Ortiz at first, 1 out. This one fouled straight back. On deck for the Red Sox, Adrian Beltre moving up in the order to bat 5th. Lester Pedroia with the day off today. Swing and a miss. Gets that one by Youkilis. First strikeout for Chen. 2 down.
Looks like a slider this time from Chen to pick up the strikeout. Slider about the same speed as the fastball.
Well, Dustin getting today off, and as it works out with a scheduled off day tomorrow, it's really 2 days off, which seems like an eternity if you play every day. And Pedroia getting the day off. Adrian Beltre takes strike one from Bruce Chen. Beltre starting the day hitting at .342, 5 home runs and 34 runs batted in. Beltre at the moment is 4th in the American League with that hefty batting average. Justin Morneau setting the pace in the American League, hitting at .371. And Beltre at .342. This one fouled straight back, and it's 1-2.
Beltre, a .286 career hitter against Chen with a home run. Also on a 4-game hitting streak.
Up top, and it's 2-2. Beltre hitting safely in 10 of his last 11 games. And 4 for 11 in the series against Kansas City. On the ground to third base, Callaspo goes to second for the force out, and Chen gets out of the inning unscathed. Played an inning from Fenway, no score. Scoreless as we head to the top of the second inning. Leading it off is Billy Butler, and followed by Jose Guillen and Alberto Callaspo in the inning. Billy Butler at .344 with 5 home runs and 28 runs batted in. Butler's batting average is good for third in the American League. .344, Morneau first at .371, then Cano at .359. Inside ball 2, and it's 2-1 to Butler. Butler 3 for 11 in the series. He has walked 4 times. So there for strike 2, 2-2. Jose Guillen waiting on deck. He's been the DH for all 4 games of this series. It's outside ball 3.
A couple of fastballs from Lester early in this game, just missing the outside corner.
Three-two pitch. Fouled off to the right, out of play. Red Sox baseball in Nesson is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. Scoreless here in the second inning. Billy Butler on a 3-2 pitch. Chops one down the third baseline, foul. And we'll do it again, 3-2. The numbers for Butler in the last 6 games. He's got 7 doubles in his last 11 games. Tied for third in the American League in doubles. Has 15 on the year. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. 5th time he's walked in the series, and it's the 2nd inning in a row Lester's had a leadoff walk.
Enter to win VIP tickets and pit passes for you and 3 friends to watch the Lennox Industrial 301 at a Hampshire Motor Speedway like you've never seen it before. Visit Nesson.com to read the official rules and enter to win by May 30th.
They run on here in the second inning. Here's Jose Guillen. .255, 11 home runs and 33 runs batted in. Lester had 5 walks last time out. Already 2 walks today in an inning plus. And there for strike 1, 1-1. Lester is 5-0 in his last 7 starts, beginning on the 23rd of April. Longest winning streak since going 6-0 in 11 games. Back in 09 from July 25th through September the 19th. There's a fly ball down the left field line. Darnell McDonald on the run. Gets over to make the catch for the first out of the inning. And Butler's back to the bag at first.
Guillen jams himself a little bit on that cut fastball from Lester. And the result, the fly ball of Darnell McDonald in left field. Cutter stays out over the plate just a bit, but it did get in enough to stay away from the power of Guillen.
So Butler at first. Guillen is retired. Here's Alberto Callaspo. .288, 7 home runs, 31 runs batted in. Slice it foul off to the right. He's just 1 for 14 in the series. Lester in his career against Kansas City 3-1 with a 1.20 earned run average. Of course, his no-hitter came against the Kansas City Royals. He's allowed just 11 hits in 30 innings pitched before career starts against Kansas City. And this ball 2-2-1. Here are the numbers here at Fenway Park against Kansas City, and that does include the no-hitter. And it was Callaspo at the plate that struck out to end that game against John Lester. And strike 2-2-2. Callaspo at that time was a pinch hitter. Outside, ball 3, full count. Slap foul down the right field line. We'll do it again, 3-2. Straight winning decisions for Lester. He dropped his first 2 games of the year. John losing at Minnesota, at home against Tampa Bay. And since then, wins at Toronto, home against Los Angeles, home against New York. Line down the right field line, and this will dunk in. Jump up into the seats for a ground roll double. Callaspo will be at second base, and Billy Butler will have to stop at third.
First hit that Callaspo has ever had against John Lester. He gets a fastball that's up and away and just takes it to the opposite field for the base hit. Hurtek wanted the fastball in, but this ball stays outside, and Callaspo able to make contact and hit a soft line drive down the right field for the base hit, actually for the 2-base hit. Bounces in the stands for the ground rule double.
So his second and third, one out. John Farrell on the mound.
Tonight, Charlie has to find a way to entertain himself while the fish aren't biting. So there's an on-the-water trivia, a referee, and eventually tons of small and largemouth bass. Joining the fun tonight at 8 on Charlie Moore Outdoors.
No matter what happens, there is usually small and largemouth bass involved.
Yes, and they catch some.
Brian Pena is 1 for 14. It's his first appearance of the series as he catches the day game. Jason Kendall, a rare day off. Pena at 071 so far for Kansas City. And appearing in just his 10th game of 2010. Ground ball towards shortstop. Scudero has one play. It's at first, and he makes it. But in the back door from third comes Billy Butler. And Kansas City takes a 1-0 lead as Alberto Callaspo moves over to third base.
Infield playing back, of course, at this stage of the ball game with 2 men in scoring position. And Pena able to get the job done with the ground ball to Scudero.
Here's Yuniesky Betancourt. It's at 286, 4 homers and 20 runs batted in. Royals shortstop. A grand slam here the other night as part of the 20-hit attack for Kansas City on Friday night. Popped up, foul off to the right. And it's 0-2. Swing and a miss. Lester able to strike out Bencourt to end the inning. Kansas City strikes first. Royals on top 1-0. Bottom of the second inning, it is J.D. Drew to lead it off for the Red Sox, and now trail 1-0. Drew, Varitek, and Hall to bat here in the second inning. J.D. 276, 6 home runs, and 30 runs batted in. Bruce Chen got through the first inning on 21 pitches and got out of a jam. A strike to Drew, and it's 1-2. Drew will be followed by Varitek and Hall here in the second inning. Swing and a miss. Drew strikes out. Second K for Chen. One down. Let's check in with Heidi.
Don Gilmesh was in line to start today, but the Royals placed him on the disabled list with shoulder soreness. Now, I talked to manager Ned Yost. He said that Mesh will miss 2 starts. In the meantime, Bruce Chen gets the nod today, and Yost told me that he looked really good when he saw him playing for the Royals AAA affiliate earlier this year.
Went out through 8 innings of shutout ball. He threw 86 pitches, 67 strikes, and he had 4 pitches working. He kept the hitters off speed. He moved the ball in and out. He kept the ball down. Had a nice cutter, had a nice changeup, and a nice sharp curveball.
Now, Chen was called up on April 23rd. He's been a starter for most of his career, but he did earn his first save April 26th against Seattle. And Chen joked to me that he is now just 535 saves behind Mariano Rivera, also born in Panamania. Don?
He's got a little ways to go to catch up to Mariano Rivera.
There's a few people that have a little way to go.
I don't like his chances. He's 32, and I wonder how many more years Bruce Chen has. But he has got 1 out here in the second inning. Strikes out J.D. Drew and deals with Jason Varitek. Count at 2-1. It is outside 3-1.
I see, Don, you brought your assistant with you today, your daughter.
I do. I have Madison here today with me for her second visit to the booth. She's very excited to be here, especially on New Hampshire Day. She was actually named after the town of Madison in New Hampshire. It's just outside of North Conway, so she's having a good time.
She has a name and everything.
Yeah, she brought her own name tag. She thinks she's on her own TV show. swing and a miss as Veritek strikes out. It's back-to-back Ks for Chen. 2 down here in the second.
And both strikeouts coming on fastballs from Chen. That's what he got J.D. Drew on. The same thing. Everything had been away to Veritek till his last pitch, which is the top of the strike zone.
So 2 down here in the second inning. Bill Hall coming up. All who pitched here the other night in relief and pitched well here the other night in relief. Had a 1-2-3 inning as he came from the Red Sox pen trying to help out the bullpen after the game turned into a one-sided affair for Kansas City. Well, he came in throwing strikes, working quickly and pitching to contact. Lines this to left. Bloomquist coming in to make the catch on the sinking liner that ends the inning. It's 1-2-3 second. We're through 2. It's 1-0 Kansas City. One to nothing Kansas City on top of Boston as we head to the third inning. And it is Mitch Meyer leads it off, drops down to the number 9 spot in the order today. Meyer is the center fielder. Started all 4 games, this 4-game series. It's a 270 with a home run and 21 runs batted in. 1 hit off Lester through the first 2 innings. Lester with 2 strikeouts. He's walked 2, and each of the first 2 innings he's given up a leadoff walk. He's worked around it in the first inning. That walk turned into a run in the second inning. 2-1 is in the air to left center field. Back is McDonald at the wall. Off the top of the scoreboard. And to second base goes Mitch Meyer, a double to begin things here in the third inning. And the third straight inning, Kansas City's had the lead runner on.
First time that Mitch Meyer has ever faced John Lester, and he greets him with a fly ball right at the top of the scoreboard in left field. It's that fastball outside and shoots it to the opposite field. Nice piece of hitting by Meyer. So a walk to open up the first, a walk to open up the second, and now a double to open up the third.
Top of the order, Willie Bloomquist, who walked to open up the first inning. Second look at John Lester. Raise a foul off to the right now to play.
Red Sox in tight, expecting the bunt. Both Youkilis and Beltre. That time Bloomquist trying to shoot the ball to the right side.
Drops the bunt down the first baseline, foul.
Covidien, a global healthcare products company, is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities.
Meyer with a double to begin things here in the third inning. Willie Bloomquist with a count of 1-2. And here comes Jason Varitek to talk to John Lester.
When the temperatures really start heating up this season, make sure you call in the Relief Quencher, Cumberland Farms Chill Zone. It's all your favorite frozen and fountain refreshments in one place, any size for just 79 cents. The Chill Zone, only at Cumberland Farms.
Double from Mitch Meyer to get this third inning started. Willie Bloomquist waiting on a 1-2 pitch. Grounds it right side. Hall is there, throws to first, and on to third base goes Meyer. Bloomquist did a good job. He kept trying to go to that right side, and he does to move the runner along.
Yeah, they gave him one attempt at the bunt at it. He got that foul, and then on the next pitch, he's able to move the ball to the right side and get that man to third base with less than 2 outs. So well done by Willie Bloomquist. That inside-out swing designed to go to the right side.
One out, Meyer at third base. Mike Aviles flied out to center field in the first inning. And one out, the infield in. Lester backs him off at 94. Saw Aviles take some very uncomfortable swings in this series. Daniel Bard had a sequence against him and also against Papelbon. In again, 2-0. Comes into today hitting at .337 on the season. This has not been the crisp, sharp John Lester that we have seen recently, at least to begin this outing. There's a strike, 3-1. Trying to get that outside corner all day. David DeJesus waits on deck. One out here in the third inning. Down and in, ball 4, and there's the third walk given up by Lester.
After the fastball away, he tries to come back with that cut fastball down and in, but misses with it. And picks up his third walk of the afternoon. Not even tempting for Aviles to swing at.
First and third, one down, and David DeJesus the batter. He struck out swinging in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. swing and a miss. Jesus coming in with an 11-game hitting streak into today's action. And he has been very good defensively as well. He's recorded 198 straight errorless games, which surpassed by the Amos Otis club record for an outfielder or any player. It's 30 more games than Amos Otis, which used to be the old record, had in the outfield. This is off the end of the bat and up foul. And it's 0-2 to David DeJesus. Amos Otis would have been in your era, yes?
Absolutely. Yep.
Playing on the turf at Kauffman Stadium.
Some of those great teams on the artificial surface at the Kauffman Stadium before it was remodeled, and now they've got the nice green grass in there. Beautiful ballpark.
I'm guessing you like the turf with your kind of game.
Hitting, I liked it, yes. But I didn't like watching those guys run around the bases, I'll tell you that.
Jesus, look out. That becomes a weapon and a great grab by a fan on the fly about 10 rows deep.
That might be the defensive play of the game. We don't know yet. It's early.
Tremendous.
From the right hand to the left hand.
Everybody else backing away. He's like Superman. Reached in and grabbed it out of harm's way. First and third, one down. And it's 0-2 to DeJesus. Well, without question, the catch of the day. It was D'Angelo's Lobster Nation catch of the day. Find your best catch of the day at D'Angelo. Their famous lobster line. He is back and loaded with 100% real lobster. Try the lobster roll, the baked stuffed lobster, or the lobster sandwich. Come on. You deserve D'Angelo. First and third, and 0-2 pitch. Misses inside. And it's 1-2 to DeJesus. Lester has walked more today than he has struck out so far. 3 walks to 2 Ks. This one popped up foul off the third base side, back and out of play. .53 pitches already for John Lester through 2 1/3 innings. And Billy Butler waiting in the wings on deck. Through just 12 first inning pitches, the second and third have been much more lengthy. A 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, the swing and a miss to Jesus. Striking out, frustrated. He takes with him the third K for Lester.
Lester's been trying to find that curveball early in this ball game. He found it here against DeJesus for a big strikeout. Leave those men at first and third.
So 2 down, first and third, and it brings up Billy Butler. Butler walked in the second inning, 1 of 3 walks given up by Lester so far today. Like the curve so much on the strikeout to Jesus, he'll try it again. 1-0. This one's a little bit low. It is Meyer at third base, Aviles at first base, 2 down here in the third inning. has a strike, and it's 1-1.
Back-to-back curveballs, missing low on the first one. Backdoor curveball on the second pitch.
A stumble there at the end of his delivery. We saw that a few times in Tampa Bay. Always having trouble with his footing landing, and this last one just giving way at the end. A little more work on the base of the hill in the landing area. Butler grounds a foul off himself, and it's 2-2. Healthy diet of curveballs lately for John Lester. Check it. Aviles has got a lead at first. And back to the bag. Two outs here in the third inning. Mitch Meyer at third base. Mike Aviles at first base. Back to the gas for John Lester. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikes out Butler. They leave two. It's 1-0 Kansas City after 2.5.
The country delivered to your home every day. Sign up now for convenient Boston Globe home delivery. Call 888-MY-GLOBE or go to bostonglobe.com/sports.
Mike Cameron leads it off here in the third inning. Cameron against Bruce Chen, who has retired the last 5 batters in a row. He had a 1-2-3 second inning. Hitting at .250, no homers and no runs batted in. Returning on the last road trip for the Red Sox after a good amount of rehab games between Pawtucket and Portland. of different arm angles from Bruce Chen so far. He misses there, and it's actually get that one in there for a strike. It's now 3-1. Ball 4 and a leadoff walk for Mike Cameron. Second walk given up by Bruce Chen.
Red Sox fans, make it June a memorable one. For a limited time only, come see the Red Sox take on the Oakland Athletics, as well as an interleague battle with either the Philadelphia Phillies or Los Angeles Dodgers with our new interleague double play packs. Visit RedSox.com to get your packs before it's too late.
Marco Scudero doubled in the first inning. The only Red Sox hit so far in the ball game. 40 pitches for Chen. Lead runner reaching here in the third inning. Scudero hitting at 260 to start the day. Red Sox as a team hitting at 266, which is good for 6th in the American League. There's a fly ball in the left field. Back goes Bloomquist, and it'll be off the top of the scoreboard. Cameron headed to third base. Scudero's got his second double of the day.
Scudero gets a breaking ball, a slider that time that's inside, and he finds the left field wall. So 2 at-bats, 2 doubles this afternoon for Marco Scudero. Bloomquist got tied up close to the wall, but it's backed up by Mitch Meyer.
Well, a great series against Kansas City, 7 for 14, 2 doubles already today. Second time this year he's had 2 doubles in a game. It is second and third, nobody out for Darnell McDonald. Darnell had a sacrifice bunt in the first inning. This who takes ball 1. And Pena out to talk to Bruce Chen. Outfield straight away on McDonald. Chance here for the Red Sox to do some damage. Pitch foul tipped, and it's 1-1. Darnell sits safely in 10 of the last 13 games. As he takes ball 2, 2-1. It's lefties. He's hit at 324, and all of his home runs have been off left-handed pitching. He's in there today. Jeremy Hermida with the day off for Terry Francona. Ball 3, 3-1. McDonald pops it up into shallow center. Villas didn't get a real good read. Now backs out of the way. It'll be Meyer who makes the catch. And so shallow in center field, no chance for Cameron to try it. McDonald's retired for the first out of the inning.
Looks like McDonald may have chased the pitch. It may have been up in the zone a little bit. A little over anxious trying to get that fly ball to the outfield. Got the fly ball, but not deep enough. One ball about letter high, and McDonald just gets underneath it.
So second and third, 1 out. And David Ortiz, the battery, walked in the first inning. There is strike 1 to Big Papi. Able to sit safely in each of his last 7 games. And a walk in the first inning today. And you see the alignment for him, the shift on in the infield. Play for him to pull in the outfield. And as he takes ball 1. Talk about a guy who does not want to see the calendar flip to another month. This has been a fabulous May for David Ortiz. Pitch 50 on the day for Chen. Ortiz is late. A swing and a miss, 1-2.
Once again, Chen dropping down just a little bit more to the side and picking up that outside corner. The swing and miss by David Ortiz.
Outside 2-2, and a guy changes arm angles from time to time. How much does that bother a hitter as far as when it's coming out?
Well, you get so accustomed looking for that same angle that they usually throw at that it's a different look that you get, and sometimes it makes you open up a little bit as a left-handed hitter against a left-handed pitcher.
Ortiz fouls it off down the left field line to the sky boxes, and it hangs at 2-2. Only 2 hits for left-handers off Chen this season. It's not a huge sample size, but they are 2 for 16 against him. Ortiz lays off, and it's ball 3, full count. No one currently occupies first base. And it's second and third, 1 out. Euclid waiting on deck. And a big spot here for David. This is a fly ball down the left field line. Bloomquist is over to make the catch. Tagging at third is Cameron. Throw to the plate is not going to be in time, and the Red Sox tie the game. David Ortiz with a sacrifice fly, and it's 1-1.
Well, it pays to make contact. Stay away from strikeouts, and that's exactly what Ortiz did here in a tough pitch. The ball's away. He's able to make contact. It's not real deep, but they're going to challenge the arm of Willie Bloomquist. That's a breaking ball away that Ortiz gets. He gets almost a one-handed swing on it, and just deep enough to get that run home.
Well, Kevin Euclid with a chance to give the Red Sox a lead. Euclid gets the bad news that it's called a strike. He'll be very surprised.
Euclid thought the ball was inside. Amika says it was.
No one is up and away, and it's 1-1 to Euclid. Strikeout victim in the first inning. One of 3 strikeouts on the day for Bruce Chen. In tight, ball 2, 2-1. Left by Pena. Scutaro is doing some dancing down the line at third. Euclid out ahead of this. Sends it down the left field line and foul. Enough distance to get out of Fenway Park, but to the left of the pole. He's got our man Tom Gilmet right at him.
It's staying right on the baseball, wasn't he? Didn't move that camera at all.
Pro's pro. There he is. Fly ball to shallow right. DeJesus coming in. They'll make the catch. The Red Sox have got to run here in the third and tie this game 1-1. It is the top of the fourth inning. Red Sox grab a run in the bottom of the third to tie this up 1-1 as John Lester returns to the mound. Zach Guillen who gets it started in this fourth inning. And a ground ball right side for the first out of the inning. It's great to have with us Linda Pizzuti-Henry, as well as Kat Howland from Dover High School, part of the scholarship program on this New Hampshire Day. Welcome both.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Linda, we'll start with you. Tell us a little bit about the scholarship program.
We're very excited. This was our launch year. We have 10 high schools in New Hampshire that we started this pilot program with, and we're going to be expanding it next year, and eventually we hope to get our arms around all the public high schools in New Hampshire.
And there were 10 honored here today, and you were one of them.
Yes, I was. I'm very excited. Thank you.
We understand that you want to be a broadcaster at some point.
I do.
She wants
like
your
to
job
take your
done.
job one day.
Well, our viewpoint here is pretty good. Not bad at all.
Excellent.
Let's take a look at the ceremonies earlier today that you were involved in right before the game here at Fenway.
An accomplished synchronized skater.
Now, you have to be an outstanding student to be here, yes?
Yes.
In addition to that, we really had a focus on what students did philanthropically. Did they volunteer in their communities? And Kat is an outstanding example of that. She's a national and international competitor in synchronized skating, and she's involved in so many great organizations in Dover. We're really proud to have her today.
Have any idea where you'd like to go at some point?
I'm going to Miami University next year for college.
Outstanding.
They have a Division I synchronized skating team there, so she's going to continue her competition.
Got to be a hurricane.
Well, also today, she is from Dover High School. Many others here on hand as part of New Hampshire Day. This is flipped out to right field. J.D. Drew, a little trouble there initially, but makes the grab for the second out of the inning. Now, Linda, you're also part of the Red Sox Foundation, and they do such great work here. They have for a long time under Meg Valancourt.
Meg Valancourt, John Baptista, they've both done a great job with this program.
And here on New Hampshire Day, so many different parts of what's going on here at Fenway Park with the scholarship program. A big thing. You guys going to be doing it with all the states as well in New England?
The scholarship program is currently just in New Hampshire, but we do a lot of work in Massachusetts, and we're doing additional work in each state in New England as we reach all of Red Sox Nation.
One of the great things that the ownership group has done over the last few years is bring back the New England days, which were always so popular here for years and actually went away for a little while, but they're back here, and I know the fans enjoy it.
Yeah, Governor Lynch was very excited and helped us launch this program, and he's around here somewhere today at the park. And we have the Webster House here today, which we're really excited about, which is one of the Red Sox Foundation's early programs. So we're very happy here today.
Kat, how did it feel to be down on the field?
It's amazing. It's the coolest thing I think I've ever done in my life so far.
Really?
Yeah, she's done some pretty cool stuff, too.
I know.
She had her first sports interview in Minnesota.
I was interviewed by a sports team there for the national championships, which were there this past year.
Oh, that's great.
But does it compare to Remy and Don?
No, not at all. You guys are much, much cooler than them.
That's a lot of credibility from a high school student.
We're big Cat fans. There's a 2-1 pitch. It is grounded foul. How many times have you been to Fenway before?
This is my first time at Fenway. I've seen a Red Sox game before, but never at Fenway.
That's terrific. I'm glad you guys could make it here today, and certainly a great program. We look forward to years to come here at Fenway Park. And Red Sox have always done such a fabulous job, and I know there are a great many Red Sox fans in New Hampshire. It is a 2-2 pitch here to Brian Pena, and a ground ball to shortstop. Scudero has got it, and it ends the inning. Thank you both.
Thank you, Don.
For joining us here. It's tied 1-1 from Fenway.
space, and world-class entertainment, Fox Sports is North America's largest casino. Come to Fox Sports and experience the wonder of it all.
Battle of the brushes, and again I win.
That's no question about that. You got a lot of hair there.
Look at that. It's thick. It's flowing.
My rug really looks good.
Jerry, before I forget, I got to tell you this. The other night, you were very upset about it. No, not just the other night, but for a while now, I omitted you from my office, and I feel terrible about it. We've worked together a long time, and this is our 10th season together.
Wait a minute. I wasn't very upset.
I understand why you were. I mean, you should be in my office. My family's in my office. You're every bit a part of my family, really. So I've added some pictures to my office over the last 24 hours, and I have included you. So you're now in the office, which I'm very excited about. I feel bad. Here it is. There you are in the background. It's a picture of me and Steven Tyler, and it occurs to me that you're now in my office. So
that's
great news.
Terrific. I really appreciate that, Don.
I realize it's not the biggest picture of you, but you're in there now, so I feel much better. And I hope you'll take my apology then.
You and Steven look terrific together, and it's like say, would you, Remy, would you turn around and look the other way while this picture's being taken, please?
Actually,
okay, but at least I'm in there. That's the key.
You can't tell in that photo. It was very quick, as this one is fouled off. But I think you were also in a picture somewhere else at the same time. We can see the photo again. I don't know if we can. But if you can, the photo, you're actually taking a photo of your own from center field, because I think you were on the scoreboard at the time that it was happening.
Really?
Yeah.
Who was that taking a picture with?
Mr. Jay Giles.
Peter Wolf.
Yeah, see? Like, you're taking a picture while I'm taking a picture, but now you're in my office, which I'm very excited about. You're representing.
And you seem very interested. I'm in the shot. That's good. Makes me feel a heck of a lot better, Don.
This one is fouled back by Adrian Beltran.
I think I'll take a walk down tomorrow. Oh, no, not tomorrow. We're off tomorrow. Probably on Tuesday to check out some of the new things.
Got some new stuff.
Well, with the Sox off on Monday, take the time to watch the Stars of tomorrow play today when NESN's coverage of minor league baseball begins. Sox top prospect Casey Kelly gets a start as the Portland Sea Dogs host the New Britain Rockcaps at Hadlock Field tomorrow at 1.
Cut off at third base by Callaspo. It's a good thing he did. He made a nice play. He fires to first to get Beltran. The first out of the fourth inning.
Callaspo cutting in front of Yuniesky. Betancourt, the on-the-move run, throw to first base, and throws a strike to Billy Butler.
There is action. Kind of wondered how long Bruce Chen could go in his first start. A spot start. It's Brad Thompson, who's upper right-handed. Not yet seen in the series. As Bruce Chen making his 11th appearance of the year, but his first start. Gilmesh going on the DL. J.D. Drew stands in and takes strike one.
You know, when you look at that picture, it's hard to really tell who the rock star is in the group.
Yeah.
You know, you really can't tell. You or Steven. Or the guy in the back. The guy in the back, yeah.
Fouled out to the left. Well, this one I left you in. I know because the Kevin Costner picture we took together that you were totally eliminated from.
I know.
I can understand why that was upsetting.
No, that's okay. It really, you know, in a big life picture, it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. Now when you bring people in there, as J.D. strikes out in the fastball away, you can say, here's myself and Steven Tyler and some guy in the background. Great placement right there for Chen. He's been pretty good. It's that fastball right on the outside corner to strike out J.D. Drew. Only giving up the one run so far.
2 outs here in the fourth inning. The key matchup is brought to you by New England Honda dealers. Jason Varitek, who struck out in the second inning, is now 6 for 17 against Bruce Chen. Still good numbers at .353. A couple of home runs. And therefore, strike one. It's up to 92 for Chen. And the last fastball, he's jumped ahead here 0-2. Five in a row retired by Chen. He's got 2 outs here in the 4th inning.
Red Sox Nation, if you need medical care while at Fenway Park, visit the Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit them at bidmc.org.
Varitek strikes out for the 2nd time today. Back-to-back Ks for Chen through 4, tied at 1.
Park will once again host the Futures at Fenway minor league doubleheader and the Cape Cod League All-Star Game. Both events have family-friendly ticket prices. Fans will enjoy autograph sessions as well as discounted concessions. Visit redsox.com/futures or redsox.com/Cape Cod to get your tickets today.
Yudesky Bencourt leads it off and softly lines one to third. Beltre elevates to make the grab. 1 out in the 5th. Let's check back in with Heidi.
Don John Lester is going for his 6th straight win today. He's been pretty dominant in his last 7 starts. He's also getting pretty good at another thing, playing the guitar. In fact, a lot of the Red Sox pitchers have picked up playing the guitar lately and are testing their musical prowess. I asked Lester about it yesterday.
It kind of started last year, and I think guys were bored and wanted something to do, and that's obviously kind of the easiest thing. Keeps us out of trouble on the road, and it kind of does that little bonding thing. You get to hang out with each other and try to learn how to play guitar, and it's something fun and different. That's kind of my whole thing. Is our lives are so routine based. It's anytime you can get something that's out of that ordinary routine, it's always fun.
You getting any good?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, he's being humble. Well, just about every pitcher now travels with a guitar on the road. I've heard a few of them play. Tim Wakefield, really good. Clay Buchholz and Josh Becker also pretty good at the guitar. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. I don't want to beg to differ. But swing and a miss. Having been in the clubhouse over the last couple of days, was it Bard and Buchholz that I had the chance to hear? I think it was yesterday.
They're playing some Eric Clapton stuff.
Wow. Yeah. It's coming along. Yeah, coming along. I guess it's not easy when you start. But I remember Bronson Arroyo and Lenny DiNardo, 2 Red Sox pitchers in the past who Well, very good. Swing and a miss. Mitch Meyer strikes out. It is the 5th K for Lester. 2 down in the 5th.
Lester going to the fastball will pick up the strikeout down and away from Mitch Meyer. Meyer had that double, of course, back in the 3rd inning. Well, they want to start learning how to play the drums and take those on the road.
Nice.
That'd be easy to pack, wouldn't they?
Yeah, well, you already got the mechanical bull. You had the drums.
Exactly, yeah.
Plenty of room and rooms you stay in. 7 in a row retired by Lester. 2 down here in the 5th for Willie Bloomquist. It's a shortstop. Scudero's got it. And Lester cruising now. In order, go the Royals in the 5th. It's tied at 1. Is here to help you and your community win. And for each Red Sox win this month, the Eastern Bank Charitable Foundation will donate $500 to the Boys and Girls Clubs of Cape Cod. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. After 4 innings from Bruce Chen, Brad Thompson comes into the game. Thompson making his 14th appearance of the year, an 0-3 record, 4.60 ERA. .250 opponent batting average against Thompson. It is the first time in this series we have seen him. Made 185 career relief appearances. 32 starts in his career between 2005 and 2009 with the St. Louis Cardinals. Signed with Kansas City as a minor league free agent in November. Swing and a miss for Bill Hall, who was quickly down 0-2. Hall getting the start at second base today. Dustin Pedroia with the day off. Hall lined out to left field in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1. A spot start here today for Bruce Chen, and he gives him 4 innings with 75 pitches and gives up only 1 run on 2 hits. He walked 2. And struck out 5. He's able to get Drew twice and Veritek twice on strikeouts. And the guy that got him was Marco Scudero, who had 2 doubles and gives up a run in the 3rd inning. This is a one-hopper by the diver Betancourt. Sharply hit by Bill Hall, and it's a leadoff single to start this 5th inning.
Well, he got ahead of Bill Hall on breaking balls, but then he tries to sneak the fastball by him, and Hall's ready for it. Hard shot, that's by Yuneski Betancourt, the shortstop. Top spin line drive.
Bill Hall at first base to lead it off here in the 5th inning. And Mike Cameron, the batter, walked and scored in the 3rd. There's strike 1 to Cameron. Sox with 3 hits today. The 2 doubles by Scudero. The single to begin this inning by Hall. And 1 count to Mike Cameron. The check on Hall is back in the bag safely.
1 steal so far on the season for Bill Hall. He's not been caught.
Two, 2 and 1. When Bill Hall came into the game the other night to pitch, it was technically the 6th position that he has been able to work for the Red Sox. He's been incredibly versatile. That's how he really was built coming over. And today he gets the start at second base for Terry Francona. It's up high, ball 3, and it's 3-1 to Cameron. Thompson coming from the pen, first reliever today. Works on the bottom of the 5th inning after 4 innings today for Bruce Chen. Marco Scudero waits on deck. Swing and a miss, full count.
Back to the fastball for Thompson. Sinking fastball down and in on Mike Cameron. Trying to induce that ground ball and ground ball double play.
Runner goes and a line drive base hit in left field for Cameron. Bloomquist back to the track to play it. Hall will go to 3rd. Cameron's to second base. He's got a double and a second and third. Nobody out for Boston in the 5th.
Well, second time Cameron's been on base this afternoon. A walk back in the 3rd inning when the Red Sox eventually scored a run. And now a double down that left field line. By the time Willie Bloomquist can track it down, Red Sox have men at second and third. So the 8-9 men getting things started for the Red Sox here in the 5th inning.
Bill Hall safe at 3rd, safe and secure. New York life. Bob McClure, the pitching coach, out to talk it over here with Brad Thompson. Let's take this time for today's AT&T trivia question.
I got it.
Which active pitcher has the lowest ERA versus Kansas City in minimum 20 innings?
It's not very many innings, is it?
No.
Three games?
I'm guessing it's somebody that we know and somebody who probably doesn't face Kansas City that much. Never mind. It has nothing to do with us. Now that I look at the answer. Second and third, nobody out. Marco Scudero, a double in the first, a double in the third. That was all against Bruce Chen. Brad Thompson is the pitcher now, and he's not been able to get an out. Scudero takes strike one. Strike two, and it's 0-2. He's blowing from left to right across the outfield. And it is the center fielder, Mitch Meyer, stepping two towards right center for Scudero to go the other way. Outside, ball one. Hall at third base, Cameron at second base, nobody out. 1-1 game here in the fifth inning. 2-2. Chen goes 4 innings, gives up 1 run, walked 2 and struck out 5. Scudero down the first baseline. Thompson's going to go to first, and the Red Sox are going to take the lead. Hall in from third base, and it's 2-1 Boston. Scudero on a ground out picks up his 9th RBI.
That's a good read right there at third base by Bill Hall. This ball squibbed down that first base line. See him hesitate for a second. Then he realized nobody's going to have a play on him at home plate, so he comes home to score the run. There's a slight hesitation once he reads that the pitcher has to go that far to get it. He's able to come in and score. There's no way they can get him at home plate. Good read by Bill Hall.
Cameron still at second base with 1 out in the inning, and Darnell McDonald the batter. Grounds one just outside the line at third. And that is the first run that this Kansas City bullpen has surrendered in this 4-game series. They have been so good. And Thompson in his first game in this series gives up a run here in the 5th, and the Red Sox have a 2-1 lead. Ball and a strike to Darnell McDonald. And a sacrifice bunt back in the first inning. Flied out to center field in the 3rd. Ground to shortstop. Bencourt will throw to first is in time, and there's 2 outs of the inning as Cameron moves over to third base. And Don Orsillo along with Jerry Remy and Heidi Watney bringing you Red Sox baseball in high definition on Nesson. The coordinating producer of Red Sox baseball is Russ Ken. The senior coordinating director is Michael Marachi. Associate producer Jim White. Production assistant is Kate Galvin. And Nesson's executive producer is Joel Fell. 2 outs in the 5th inning. Red Sox have grabbed a run as David Ortiz stands in on the left side. Swing and a miss for strike 1. David walked in the first inning, hit a sacrifice fly in the 3rd to tie the game at 1 at the time, and pick up his 29th run batted in of the season. th pitch of the inning, and it's inside, 1-1. Thompson called up from AAA Omaha on April the 23rd. Ortiz hits it in the air to center field. Mitch Meyer going back, still going at the wall. It is gone. David Ortiz to straightaway center. 11th home run of the year. It's a 2-run shot, and the Red Sox lead it 4-1.
Well, you mentioned Don Ortiz is going to hate to see this month go by, but he's not finished yet. "27 RBIs in the month of May for David Ortiz as he takes that two-seam fastball to straightaway center field.
Youkilis down on the count 0-2. Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox, and the Red Sox on NESN. During the 2010 Red Sox season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the pediatric trauma program at Children's Hospital Boston for every home run hit by the Red Sox. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. Here's a ground ball to shortstop. Bencourt to his left's got it, and Youkilis is retired to end the fifth. But a good fifth for the Red Sox. They score 3 times, lead at 4-1. Back at Fenway Park, it's a 4-1 advantage right now for the Red Sox. A 3-run out of the 5th inning. And it's Mike Aviles who leads it off here in the 6th for John Lester. Worked out to be an 18-minute wait for Lester. He deals with 2, 3, and 4 in the order. Ground ball to shortstop. Scudero has it, and the throw is in time. 1 down.
The Amica Pit Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance is not just how you covet, it's how you treat it. We'll take a look at the last 3 strikeouts for John Lester. Curveball against DeJesus, a fastball against Billy Butler away, and a fastball against Mitch Meyer. 3 of the 5 that John has on the day.
1 out here in the 6th inning. 9 in a row retired now by Lester. David DeJesus struck out twice today. Take strike 1. Lester threw almost 60 pitches through the first 3 innings, 59 through 3. He's been far more economical over the last couple. This is his 80th pitch of his outing.
He has settled in very, very nicely into this game. After the walk in the 3rd inning to Aviles, he's been just about unhittable.
Pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. Trying to get DeJesus for the third time today. Grounds it back to Lester. Fields and underhands to first. 2 down. It's time now for the answer to today's AT&T trivia question. Which active pitcher has the lowest ERA versus Kansas City? And the answer is Francisco Rodriguez, K-Rod, who has an ERA of 0.42 and 21 1/3 innings. Is now a member of the Mets. Entering today, John Lester is third with an ERA of 1.20. He's behind Rodriguez. And the Rays' Jeff Niemann has an ERA of 0.74.
And John Lester with a lot more innings, I would imagine, than K-Rod.
I would think so. He has about 10 more than K-Rod. Here's Billy Butler with 2 outs. He'll take strike 1. Butler walked and scored the only Kansas City run back in the second inning. He struck out swinging in the third. To center field and in for a base hit. Billy Butler with a 2-out single, the third hit of the day for Kansas City, and it breaks up a string of 10 in a row retired by John Lester.
Now Lester keeps a changeup up in the zone, and a good hit of Billy Butler. He just serves it into center field for the base hit.
Two down, Butler at first base, and here's Jose Guillen. Flied out to left field in the second inning, grounded out to second base in the fourth. Lester coming into this outing 5-2 with a 3.15 earned run average. It's an 11th start. He's won 5 straight decisions. Now has a 4-1 advantage to work with thanks to a 3-run bottom of the 5th inning for Boston. Two and 0. Strike, and it's 2-1 to Guillen. Lester gets the first 2 outs of the inning. Billy Butler with a single. Is behind Guillen 2-1. Ball 3-1. Red Sox has a staff coming into the game with a 4.50 earned run average. There's a ground ball down the third baseline. Beltre goes to second for the force out there. That ends the inning. We're through 5.5 from Fenway. It's 4-1 Boston. By Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. 4-1 Red Sox on top as we play along to the bottom of the 6th inning. Day baseball from Fenway Park. Game 4 of the 4-game series between the Red Sox and the Kansas City Royals. Beltre with a foul tip. It's 0-2. It'll be Beltre, Drew, and Varitek here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Family and friends in Maine and in New Hampshire on this New Hampshire day from Fenway Park. To third base where Callaspo has it. And Beltre retired for the first out of the 6th inning.
Introducing Arbor Coat Exterior Stain by Benjamin Moore, a revolutionary waterborne stain that outperforms the best oil-based stains on the market. Find Arbor Coat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer.
One out here in the 6th inning, and it brings up J.D. Drew. Drew and Varitek certainly glad to see Bruce Chen gone. The two combined to go 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts against Bruce Chen. Drew striking out in the 2nd, then again in the 4th. Pitch outside, 2-0. Varitek also striking out twice today against Chen. Bruce Chen will not be part of the decision today in his spot start, with the first 4 innings giving up 1 run. Red Sox able to tie the game in the 3rd and then scored 3 runs off Brad Thompson. Drew with a swing and a miss, fooled, and it's 2-2. The changeup from Brad Thompson.
Yeah, Thompson's fastball at about 88. That changeup at 81 had J.D. Drew off balance.
Down the left field line. The wind may give it a push back towards the playing surface, and it did, but not enough. That's foul. When it started, looked like it was going to be well foul. The breeze going from left to right pretty harshly, almost brought that back.
The breeze has picked up as the game is going on here this afternoon at Fenway, and almost did push it back into play. Only foul by a couple of inches.
One out here in the 6th inning. J.D. Drew taps it foul. And it's still 2-2. Bloomberg Sports, the leader in data analysis, has developed an analytical product being used by the clubs. There's also a product for fans. Go to NESN.com/Bloomberg for details on how to improve your fantasy play. 2-2 is strike 3 to J.D. Drew. Strikes out for the 3rd time today, 2 down.
A tough afternoon so far for J.D. A couple of fastballs from Chen for strikeouts. Now the backdoor breaking ball. Everything away from J.D. Drew in that at bat.
Two down here in the 6th inning. Jason Varitek coming up. He struck out twice today.
At Bloomberg Sports, always trying to improve your fantasy game.
Two down here in the 6th. Strike 1 to Jason Varitek. Second inning of relief for Brad Thompson. Mentioned the 3 runs he gave up in the 5th inning. The runs allowed by the Kansas City bullpen in this series. Varitek lines one into right field, a base hit. 2-out single for Jason Varitek. Red Sox 6th hit of the day. It's time for a game break, and Tom Caron, TC. Okay, thanks very much, Tom, as it has been a rough go of it for Masterson ever since the trade. Of course, for Victor Martinez, he has been unable to win for the Cleveland Indians, and using him as a starter ever since. Well, really a rough go for the Indians. Hall lines one to left, and it's over the outstretched glove of Bloomquist. Gets it back in quickly. Bill Hall with a rocket on a line to left. It's his second hit of the day.
Don, we were in Tampa. I was watching extra batting practice the Red Sox were having one day. I happened to get to the ballpark early, sitting on the bench. And I'll tell you, the ball really jumps off the bench, off the bat of Bill Hall. This is a rocket that gets up and really good. It's almost like he's a third baseman, a line drive going over his head. He's a strong guy.
An impressive line drive that gets out there in a hurry. And it is first and second now. Red Sox trying to get something done here with 2 down. Thompson at the first 2 outs pretty quickly. Now deals with Mike Cameron, who's been aboard twice today. Action for Kansas City in their pen as Victor Marte warms. Cameron walked in the 3rd inning, hit a double in the 5th, and has scored 2 runs today from the number 9 spot in the Red Sox order.
We have an alien, something.
Oh, it's a balloon. High fly ball towards left center field. Deep far for Cameron, and that ball is going to scrape the wall. From second comes Veritek. Hall all the way from first will score. It's a 2-run double for Mike Cameron. Red Sox lead it 6-1. First RBIs for the Red Sox. And Mike Cameron, who almost got his first home run in a Red Sox uniform.
Well, the bottom of the order getting it done this inning. Veritek with a 2-out base hit. Hall with a base hit. Now Cameron with the wall ball. Scrapes it on the way down. 2 runs come across. And here comes the spaceship. I thought it was coming in the middle of play.
You had alarming breaking news right here on Nesson that aliens were attacking Fenway Park. It's actually a balloon.
Okay, now I see more what it was. When I first started coming down, I was getting a little concerned. They take Don away for experiments.
Generally, you should go with 2 sources before breaking news. So 2 outs, Cameron at second base. Marco Scudero has 2 doubles today. Both those off the starter for the Royals, Bruce Chen. The Red Sox scoring 3 times off Thompson in the 5th. Twice here in the 6th inning after he got 2 quick outs. Gives up 3 hits in a row. And it's on the outside corner for strike 2, 1-2. So for Thompson, since coming in, it's an inning and 2/3. And so far, 5 runs. Inside ball 3, full count. Marte ready to go if necessary. Dios tries to get one more inning here from Brad Thompson. Having to piece together this game. They had a spot start from Bruce Chen, who went the first 4. 3-2 is on the ground foul. Pitch 50 for Thompson since coming in. And it's a line drive into right field. A base hit for Scudero. Here comes Cameron around from second. Red Sox lead it 7-1. They got 3 off Thompson in the 5th. They got 3 off Thompson in the 6th, and have opened this up 7-1.
And a big afternoon for Marco Scudero. 2 doubles. Brought in a run and a ground ball, and also now this base hit. Breaking ball away from him, stays on it very nicely and shoots it to the opposite field for the base hit. That's going to be it for Thompson.
Red Sox lead it 7-1 from Fenway. The pitching change.
Red Sox Game Day Live from Yawkey Way with TC, Eck, Peter, and Heidi. You get a preview of the 3-game set against the A's as John Lackey looks to build off his last solid outing. Plus, Peter and Eck help you figure out exactly how Oakland is in first place in the AL West. It's all coming up Tuesday night at 6, only on NESN.
7-1 now. Red Sox on top. 2 outs here in the 6th inning. New pitcher for Kansas City is Victor Marte. His second appearance, 3.86 ERA. 200 opponent batting average against Marte. He replaces Gil Mesh on the active rosters. He was recalled yesterday. His second stint of the year with Kansas City. Made 14 relief appearances for AAA Omaha this year. 3-1 with 2 saves. 3.46 earned run average. He is 29 years of age. And last year made 8 relief appearances in the big leagues for Kansas City. This is outside. And it falls behind Darnell McDonald, 2-0. Strike it. It's 2-1. Marco Scudero is at first base. 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Brad Thompson goes an inning and 2/3. He gives up a total of 7 hits. Didn't walk anybody, struck out a batter, and gives up so far 6 runs. He was responsible for Scudero at first. 2-1 is line foul. The day for Darnell McDonald. A sacrifice bunt in the 1st inning, followed by a fly out in the 3rd, a ground out in the 5th. Strike 3 call, and Marte is out of the inning. We played 6 from Fenway. Red Sox lead at 7-1. Top of the 7th inning, it is 7-1. Red Sox on top of the Royals. And a pitch inside to Alberto Callaspo to start this 7th inning. Next pitch will be the 90th for John Lester. He's got a much larger lead to work with now, 6 runs. Ground ball left side. Beltre cuts it off, plants and throws. The first out of the 7th inning. The league leaders are brought to you by Olympia Sports, the official sporting goods retailer, the New England Sports Network. On a batting average of just 198 against John Lester. His tops Phil Hughes at 201, but Lester the only one who's keeping opponents under 200. In the pen, Del Carmen and Bard. And 1 out in the 7th as Brian Pena takes strike 1. Lester has retired 13 of the last 14 batters he has faced and had 10 in a row. Pena with a half-hearted swing, and it's 0-2. 1-2 now. Pena is 0 for 2 at the plate. He has grounded out to short twice. And he did it in the 2nd. It produced the Royals' only run of the day. A number down third baseline. Beltre on the run will make no throw. And reaching is Brian Pena. Splits pretty good speed down the line at first, especially for a catcher.
Beltre thought about it. He had John Lester in front of him also. I wonder if that made him stop. Stop that throw to first base. He would not have got him anyway. And you're right, pretty good speed going down that line for the catcher, Pena.
So 1 out, Pena aboard. It's only the 4th hit given up by John Lester today. And here is Yuniesky Betancourt. Struck out, lined out, 0 for 2. Lester winning 5 straight decisions coming into today's outing is a 7-1 lead. As Betancourt takes ball 2, 2-0. Ball 3, 3-0. Lester had some trouble with walks early in this outing as he walked 1 batter in each of the first 3 innings. He's not had a walk since the 3rd. John Farrell headed to the phone, and again it is Del Carmen and Bard in the pen. And strike 1, 3-1.
Earlier in John Lester's career, those walks early in the game might have upset his whole day, but he's a different guy now.
Chop foul, and it's a full count.
For every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings, the Sox get a save. CVS Pharmacy will donate $500 to Children's Hospital Boston. CVS Pharmacy is the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox.
Del Carmen, Daniel Bard in the pen for the Red Sox. Pitch number 100 for John Lester. And it's ball 4. There's the 4th walk given up by Lester today. 1 out, 2 on, and Mitch Meyer coming up. Meyer has doubled and struck out, 1 for 2. ground down the first baseline. Euclid took a look, but he'll take the sure out, which is at first for the second out of the inning. Pena to third base, Bencourt to second, 2 down. Dunkin' Donuts is in its 11th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations, and the Dunkin' Dugout, special seating section here at Fenway Park. Thousands of children have had the chance to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. And they're out there today enjoying the sun here at Fenway Park, playing day baseball. 2 outs in the 7th. Willie Bloomquist has walked and grounded out twice. Ball 1 inside. There's Brian Pena at third base, and Eski Bencourt at second base, 2 down. Strike 1. This will be the last time the Red Sox and Royals will meet in 2010. Walter enjoying the day here at Fenway Park. Two and one. Center field, sending Cameron back to make the catch in front of the warning track that ends the inning. Kansas City strands 2. Red Sox lead at 7-1. 7th inning stretch from Fenway. Nicely done by Jillian Hutchinson on this New Hampshire day from Fenway Park. Red Sox lead it 7-1 as we play along to the bottom of the 7th inning. David Ortiz to lead it off. It is Ortiz, Youkilis, and Beltre expected here in the 7th inning. Victor Marte back on the mound for Kansas City. Came in to get the final out of the 6th inning. Got Darnell McDonald to strike out. David Ortiz today has walked. He hit a sacrifice fly and hit a home run in the 5th inning. It was the 11th home run of the year, a 2-run shot. The Red Sox today trying to go over 500 against American League Central opponents. Red Sox are 7-7 against the Central. Since the start of 07, the Red Sox have had the best record in the majors against the Central. Also 79-42 since 2007. Red Sox will have an off day tomorrow and then welcome the American League West's Oakland A's, the leader in the West. There's a strike, 3-1. It's been a disappointing season so far for the West as a group. Only the Oakland A's on top right now by a half game over the Texas Rangers to start the day. The Angels got bad news last night, a walk-off home run for Kendry Morales, who ends up injuring himself in a celebration and could be lost for the year. As down to first base goes David Ortiz.
It's time now for the Coors Light Freeze Cam, and it's David Ortiz last at bat where he hit the 2-run home run to center field. Number 11 on the season for Ortiz. Coors Light Freeze Cam brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Leadoff walk for Big Papi here in the 7th inning. And it brings up Kevin Youkilis.
And Don, you talk about a freak accident, the Kendry Morales thing. That is so strange. You see these pileups at home plate, and I guess he just jumped and broke his leg on the way down. His teammates had to be stunned after that.
Been a very quiet season so far for the Angels. It's a ground ball to third base. The second for 1, and that's all they're going to get. Nice balling play by Aviles. Almost ended up in right field.
Well, give Aviles some credit there. He took a bad throw from Callaspo and had to scuffle to get back to the bag. Tags it before Ortiz gets there and gets the out.
So 1 down, Youkilis at first base. And Adrian Beltre coming up. He was 0 for 3 today. He's grounded into a fielder's choice and grounded out to his counterpart at third base, Callaspo, on 2 occasions. There's a strike, 1-1. Bruce Chen started today, went 4 innings, giving up 1 run. Brad Thompson allows 6 runs in an inning and 2/3 on 7 hits. Beltre held up, according to Joe West. Breaking ball in there for strike 2. Beltre, third pitcher used today for Kansas City. Beltre strikes out. Hard stuff down and away at 95. 2 down.
Marte comes at you a little bit from that side, and that fastball down and away from Adrian Beltre to pick up a strikeout. So Beltre with that 4-game hitting streak, 0 for 4 this afternoon.
Two down here in the 7th inning. Euclid at first base. They do not hold him on as J.D. Drew stands in. It's been a quiet day for J.D. Struck out 3 times. Twice looking, once swinging. Outside ball 2, 2-0. Kansas City on this road trip, just a 4-game trip. All the games here in Boston. They head home after the ball game today. Here lifts a fly ball to center field. Myron started back, now comes in and over. The wind pushes it a tad, and he makes the catch that ends the inning. We have played 7 from Fenway. Red Sox lead it 7-1.
Extra Innings Live with TC, Peter, and Heidi. They'll take a look back at the month of May for the Red Sox. Plus, you'll see the post-game press conferences of Terry Francona and John Lester, along with all the reaction from the Red Sox clubhouse. It's coming up right after the game on WB Mason Extra Innings Live.
7 innings from John Lester today. Manny Del Carmen takes over in the 8th. His 21st appearance of the year, 1-2 with a 1.88 ERA. How about the opponent batting average? 127 for opponents against Manny Del Carmen. It is 7-1 Boston, and Mike Aviles to lead it off here for Kansas City in the 8th. It's a strike on the outside corner. Aviles to Jesus and Butler in the 8th. Ball grounded foul, and it's 0-2. John Lester today goes the first 7 innings, giving up 4 hits, 1 run. He walked 4, struck out 5. At a stretch in which he retired 10 in a row in the middle innings. Had won 5 in a row coming in and has a chance to better his record to 6-2 The Red Sox bullpen can help him out. He threw 105 pitches in 7 innings. Action for Kansas City in their pen. Dusty Hughes, left-hander up. We've seen Bruce Chen, Brad Thompson, and Victor Marte so far today for Kansas City. Six out of the last 7 outings, John Lester has gone at least 7 innings. A pop-up foul that'll get back onto the screen. Velas to right field, falling fast, but Drew's in quickly to make the catch for out number 1.
Time now for a look at the road ahead, brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Well, after a day off on Monday, the Sox open up a 3-game set against Oakland on Tuesday. It'll be John Lackey for the Sox pitching against a team he's had much success against. In 29 career starts against Oakland, he is 16-4 with a 2.76 ERA. The 16 wins are the most he has against any Major League Baseball team.
Well, John Lackey will be looking to turn it around. Some inconsistency for Lackey at times this season. 1 out in the 8th as David DeJesus stands in and takes ball 1. DeJesus struck out in the 1st inning, struck out in the 3rd, grounded back to the mound in the 6th inning. An 0 for 3 day after a fabulous series. He came in for this game, 7 for 12. Might be his last chance to extend his 11-game hitting streak. There's a strike, and it's 1-1. Lester in his 7 innings gave up 4 hits. Kansas City, a team who had 20 hits in a game here on Friday night. Couldn't hold up. And then he's down 1-2. Paul Schreiber said he went.
And I don't think there's any question there that he did go.
Kansas City is a team sliding in behind the New York Yankees to begin the day. They hit at 280. 1 point lower than the Yankees, who are hitting at 281 to set the pace in the majors. Their pitching is second to last, however, coming in with a 4.68 ERA. Only the Cleveland Indians higher in run average. And their defense is 12th in the league. So pitching and defense has not been very good for Kansas City. Got 7 for 43 with runners in scoring position in this series. Fly ball left field. Darnell McDonald back onto the track to make the catch 2 down. Whether you're looking to make home improvements, consolidate debt, or pay for college tuition, a home equity line of credit from Eastern Bank is right for you. With flexible terms and great rates, it's the smart solution. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. Member FDIC. 2 outs in the 8th inning. And Billy Butler coming up. He's got a walk and a single. He was struck out. And they scored the only Kansas City run. That was way back in the 2nd inning. Turns on this and lines it promptly into left field. Darnell McDonald will play it off the wall as it is a wide turn at first, but a long single for Billy Butler.
Now Butler came in the game with a .344 batting average, a multiple hit game, 2 for 3 this afternoon as he jumps on that first inside fastball. Cleans it out down that left field line.
Two down, Butler at first base, and here's Jose Guillen. He is 0 for 3 on the day. And strike one from Del Carmen. The Sox have won 8 of their last 11 games against Kansas City. Strike 2, 0-2, and of course last night took just 1 run with the Royals. Red Sox winning 1-0. He had thought about it, but lays off, and it's 1-2. Ground foul off the front of the Kansas City dugout as they scatter.
Visit the official online shop of the Boston Red Sox at redsox.com. Browse the largest selection of official gear, including the latest apparel, nostalgic memorabilia, and authentic classics for the whole family. Get your gear from the official source, the redsox.com shop. Accept no substitutes.
Swing and a miss. Del Carmen strikes out again. We head to the bottom of the 8th. 7-1 Boston. His 11th home run of the year in the 5th inning. A 2-run shot to dead center field. And the Red Sox had a 4-1 advantage. They would add on to it in the 6th inning. A 2-run double from Mike Cameron, his first RBIs in a Red Sox uniform. And Boston jumps out to a 7-1 lead. They received very good pitching today from John Lester. 7 innings, giving up just 1 run. As he had 5 strikeouts and in one stretch had retired 10 Kansas City Royals in a row. New pitcher in for Kansas City. It is Dusty Hughes. He becomes the 4th pitcher of the day for Ned Yost. Hughes' 22nd appearance, 3.93 earned run average. It's Jason Varitek, who he first faces. Varitek Veritek. And a single his last time up, a 1-for-3 day for the Red Sox catcher. Inning in a third for Victor Marte. No hits, no runs. Here's a high drive for the captain to deep left and right out of Fenway. Jason Veritek hits his 7th home run of the year. The Red Sox up their lead to 8-1.
Seven home runs for Veritek on the season now. 3 hitting right-handed, 4 hitting left-handed. No doubt here. Gets that low fastball and gouts it out of Fenway Park.
Second home run of the day for the Red Sox. Solo shot for Veritek, and now Bill Hall takes strike 1. Bill Hall has 2 hits today, both singles. He has scored 2 runs. At the end of the bat foul.
Coming up after the game today, it's Granite City Electric Red Sox final with TC, Peter, and Heidi. You'll get all the highlights from around the AL East and hear the debate on the NESN.com question of the day. Plus a preview of Tuesday starter in Game 1 against Oakland as John Locke takes the mound for the Sox. It's all coming up after the game, only on NESN.
Down and in to Hall. Red Sox batting here in the bottom of the 8th inning, on top 8-1. Two and two. Joe Nelson warming in the Red Sox pen. 7 innings from Lester. Del Carmen working an inning. Perhaps we'll see Joe Nelson in the 9th. Outside ball 3. Full count. Swing and a miss. Elevates at 94. Hall chases, and there's 1 down. Let's check in with Heidi.
Don, with the Red Sox bullpen taxed from short outings from Daisuke Matsuzaka and Tim Wakefield, Terry Francona turned to super utility player Bill Hall to pitch the 9th inning Friday night. Hall had the only 1-2-3 inning of the night, and he said he did it with all fastballs that topped out around 89 miles an hour.
If I was shaking off, he was giving me another fastball, so I was no use to shaking off. He told me before we left the bullpen, I said, I got a curveball too and a good changeup. He said, I'm sticking down 1, so just don't shake.
So Tech calling all fastballs there on Friday night. All joking aside, Hall was actually a pretty good pitcher in high school. He said he had about a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. He was actually almost drafted as a pitcher. He's played 6 positions for the Sox this season and is also the Sox emergency catcher. Don?
All right, thanks very much, Heidi. Well, certainly the Red Sox needed him badly the other night and did a very good job. First career pitching appearance. It's a perfect 9th inning, and he joined Jack Rothrock and Steve Lyons as the only Red Sox ever to appear in at least 1 game at second base, shortstop, left field, center field, right field, and pitch, which he's done all of this year now. Mike Cameron swings it at 2-1. That's the fly ball to center field. Mitch Meyer is out there. Makes the catch for the 2nd out of the 8th. First time Cameron has not been aboard. He'd walked and doubled twice prior to that fly out. There's 2 down in the 8th. Marco Scudero has 3 hits today from the top spot in the Red Sox order. 2 doubles and a single. Driven in 2 runs. Takes ball 2-0. Well, the bullpen for Kansas City in the first 3 games did not allow a run. 9 innings pitched. Today, a much different story on a day in which they needed a spot starter. Bruce Chen's first start of the year. Thompson, Marte, and now Hughes out of the pen. Three and 1 to Marco Scudero. Off the end of the bat. Cue towards Aviles at second base. On to first for the out that ends the inning. Home run by Jason Varitek. It's an 8-1 Red Sox lead. Quick read. The New England Toyota dealers. Sullivan Tire. And by Southwest Airlines. New Hampshire Day from Fenway Park, and it's all gone well. It's 8-1. The Red Sox on top of the Royals. We head to the 9th inning. Alberto Callaspo to lead it off. And it's strike one to Callaspo. The new pitcher for the Red Sox is Joe Nelson. His 5th appearance of the year. No record. 5.40 earned run average. 273 opponent batting average against Nelson. Oh, swing and a miss. 0-2. John Lester for 7 innings, giving up 1 run. Del Carmen 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 strikeout. And a swing and a miss. Quick at bat for Callaspo. He didn't enjoy it. Strikes out as Nelson gets him for the first out of the night.
Split-fingered fastball here from Nelson to pick up the strikeout. So Del Carmen doing a nice job in the 8th. Nelson picks up the first out of the 9th.
One down for Brian Pena, who is 1 for 3 with an RBI in the game. The only run knocked in by the Royals. There's a strike, 1-1. Red Sox will have tomorrow off and then welcome the Oakland A's into town. Mackey against Gio Gonzalez in game 1. Daisuke Matsuzaka, Ben Sheets in game 2, and Tim Wakefield matched up against left-hander Brett Anderson on Thursday before the Red Sox head back out on the road. Off-balance swing for Pena, down 1-2. Two and two. There's a pop-up. Voracek out to make the catch for the second out of the ninth.
Immediately following the game today, it's WB Mason Extra Innings Live with TC, Peter, and Heidi. They'll take a look back at the month of May for the Red Sox. Plus, you'll see the post-game press conferences of Terry Francona and John Lester, along with all the reaction from the Red Sox clubhouse. It's all coming up right after the game on WB Mason Extra Innings Live.
2 outs in the ninth, and Yuniesky Betancourt is the batter. He struck out in the second, lined out in the fifth, walked in the seventh. To Betancourt. 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Boston. A run, 5 hits, no errors for Kansas City. 2 outs in the ninth inning. On the ground foul, and it's 1-2. Fenway stands as one as the Red Sox have a chance to gain the split. The 1-2 pitch to Yuniesky Betancourt is strike 3 and the Red Sox win. Joe Nelson with a 1-2-3 ninth inning. The Red Sox with a nice 8-1 win today as the Red Sox gain the split in this 4-game series against Kansas City. David Ortiz with a home run and 2-run shot. All part of this Red Sox win today, who win 8-1.